This is one of those videos where I thought about maybe not making and just hesitating whether or not I should make this video or not. A lot of you guys said that I'm paid by NIO. I'm not paid by NIO. I'm not paid by anybody. And I want to just lay out a worst case scenario just to get it out there. The sub-brand car coming out is hugely bullish for NIO because that is going to get a ton of sales, a ton of deliveries. We might see at NIO Day they launched a sub-brand car and all of a sudden, bam, a ton of people buy that car because it's in the sweet price range that makes it so affordable, and NIO could get massive amount of orders from the sub-brand car. All right, but I do have to lay out the worst case scenario and let you guys know, and this will be my opinion, but it's all very logical. All right, all very logical, and I don't want to generate FUD or anything like that. It's not, I don't want to make people scared and stuff like that. And if you think, you know, if you can't handle that kind of stuff, click off this video, please click off this video. I'll give you 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. All right, so we're going to talk about the worst case scenario in terms of deliveries, why deliveries in 2024 may look quite not so pleasant. All right, not so pleasant. There's 3 main reasons behind this, and they're all going to seem very logical once I explain it to you. And this, of course, deliveries have been a big factor that investors look at, and a big important metric. And one of the first things to know is that for 2024 there's going to be purchase tax for new energy vehicles. So that includes EVs and also hybrid. We've talked about this in the past. Taxes, there's tax exemption. All right, 30,000 RMB tax exemption. Basically, if the cost of your car is above 330,000 RMB, then you have to pay taxes. Below that, you don't have to pay taxes. The exemption of 30,000 RMB covers pretty much everything you need to pay. But one logical assessment is that this year they're not taxing it. Next year they are going to tax it. What does that do? Of course, one of the biggest reasons that NIO's deliveries aren't going to the moon is because, of course, NIO's cars are not cheap. All right, they're pricey, but they're absolutely worth it. And this is why I tell everybody, if you have the opportunity, go buy a NIO. You will not regret it. It's a fantastic car. Even my car, 3 years later, you know, still banging good. Right, very good car. I'd say it's perfect. All right, but it's not accessible by everybody. Reasoning is the price. It's unreachable by some, and adding a small tax, making it more expensive, that does not help. Okay, that makes it a little bit more unreachable. So that is one factor to consider. All right, I'm not trying to scare you guys, it's just all very logical. All right, that's factor number 1. Factor number 2 is the processing power, the chip inside the car. The 8295 chip is already being delivered in a lot of vehicles that are being launched right now. NIO is still shipping their cars with the 8155 chip. Now, 8295 chip is 8 times faster than the 8155 chip, and it's already being shipped. A lot of people are going to be waiting for the 8295 version of the NIO cars. And it's no secret, it's going to come for sure. All right, from what I heard, certain cars will have it maybe like second, third quarter next year. Some maybe even the fourth quarter, but probably second to third quarter. Earliest might see it first quarter if NIO's very fast and get their act together. Now, does this impact customers' purchase decision? Of course it does. And one thing that I've noticed is, if you watch my previous video about weekly deliveries breakdown, we noticed that the ES8's weekly insurance registrations decreased by 60% compared to the same time last month. Okay, this is for 1 week's insurance registrations. It doesn't say a lot, but it does tell you that perhaps, maybe some of these buyers are looking at some of the competitors. Of course, some people might buy those other products, but some people might wait. All right, they might wait for the 8295 to come out, because what might happen, and this is what happened before, If you buy the car right now and the 8295 comes out on the NIOs, of course NIO is going to offer an upgrade package that you can upgrade, right? That's the good thing about NIO. You're able to upgrade the processor chip, which is fantastic. But of course, it's going to cost you a little bit of money. Some people may just opt to wait until the 8295 gets delivered inside the car and might pull the trigger then. So this waiting period might mean that we have some sales decline, just people waiting and not pulling the trigger because they're already seeing 8295 come out on the other guys right now at this moment. You know, it's going to come out on the NIOs eventually. But that waiting time, that's the key. All right, how soon can NIO deliver their NIOs, the cars, with the 8295 chip? Are they going to wait a long time, or are they going to get it right away? My hope is they get it right away, because otherwise, you know, that's going to really hurt sales, in my personal opinion. Okay, all very logical, very, very logical. The third thing to keep in mind is, of course, on NIO Day, they're probably launching the NT 3.0 platform and also the sub-brand car. Now, NT 3.0 might have quite a few changes, all right? And some of them confirmed, like horizontal screen, LiDAR inside the car, lots of cool stuff like that. All right, not monumental changes, but maybe changes that people are waiting for or looking forward to. And once that thing is revealed, it is very possible that some people would think that the NT 2.0 is outdated, even though it is not outdated. All right, and some people might be perhaps waiting for NT 3.0 vehicles to come out, and that might also mean that people will hesitate to pull the trigger right away, and people might wait. And that waiting time, again, more waiting, might mean that people, you know, won't take delivery, they won't pull the trigger, might mean further sales decline. Okay, possibly. All right, all very logical. You see the new iPhone come out, and of course, with the newest chip, then maybe you'll want to get that, or you'll wait until the other products have the same chip or the same technology platform. Okay, all very logical stuff. Now, what I still do expect to happen is NIO to maintain a very big, healthy market share in the luxury EV segment. And of course, people that buy the cars, they don't buy the cars to watch movies. They don't buy the car to play video games. They buy the car for using the car, driving the car, ease of use, most importantly, battery swap. And of course, battery swap, the whole entire system is being validated by the entire auto industry, right? All these people, they want to partner up with NIO to, you know, sign these deals and use battery swap in their cars, because it is just so convenient. I don't have to worry about my charge running out, because I know that I can swap anytime I want. And this is just the number one biggest factor for a lot of people that choose a NIO. So I absolutely hope that I am wrong in this aspect with these laying out the worst case scenario. I do not hope this happens, but I am just laying this out there so that you guys know, and it is all very logical. I hope you agree with me that it is logical. So I absolutely hope that deliveries will fly high in 2024, but I also know what the worst case scenario looks like. All right, and I think at the end of the day, when they launch the sub-brand car and they have a ton of orders for it, that's going to negate any sort of low deliveries on the main brand that we could possibly see. All right, once again, have a great weekend. Stay safe, stay healthy. Peace out.